You are about to watch the most important video I have ever made on mastering your songs. Let's get to it. In the past, in my mastering videos, I have given you all a figure of -10 RMS, right? As your ceiling level, right? If you really want to get that nice loud mix, -10 RMS is pretty much the maximum you can do without having it freak out on every system, right? So that's just a figure that I was teaching. I still stand by that number. However, I should tell you now that that number really does revolve around the loudness war, right? So that number is really for CDs. That's it. If you're making CDs, -10 RMS, and I probably should have said that in the past. I kind of never thought about it because I didn't actually know. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to help you guys. I could have covered more ground with those other videos. However, I'm going to try to make up for it today. So let's look really quickly at this particular mix, which is a song of mine that came out a couple weeks ago. This is the loudest part of the song. So I just want to show you here, we're going to get somewhere around -10.
I know the answer, but I won't say at all.
Okay, so you can see -10.1, -10.7, close enough for demonstration's sake, okay? So now I'm going to open up this plugin that I discovered from the White Sea Studio YouTube channel. Thank you very much to Vitze for turning me onto this thing. But this thing right here, this is the Loudness penalty analyzer from Meter Plugs. I bought this with my own money. Super, super useful plugin for anybody who is releasing music online. So let's look at what happens. So I'm living in this -10 RMS, but look at the amount of penalties that I'm receiving from this plugin. Actually, let's reset it just so you see.
The answer, but I won't say at all. This kind of motion rushing.
So you see these scores right here. So at, more or less -10 RMS, I am being penalized -5.1 dB on YouTube. So this literally means that YouTube would actually push my mix down -5.1 dB, plus or minus. And you can see Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, Amazon, Pandora, Deezer, all these things are, it's letting me know, hey, you're going to get penalized. It's totally crazy. However, this is so useful. So now, if I turn this thing off, where I'm actually just pushing the gain up for the example's sake, if I turn this off, I hit reset again.
Won't say at all. This kind of motion rushing into my brain has often proven that we're not all the same. Okay, so you see right there, on average, YouTube, which is my primary goal for right now, obviously Spotify will, when the songs go up on Spotify and iTunes, I have to keep those in mind as well. But in general, -0.4 dB, I could totally live with that. -1, I might work it a little bit more for this. Point is, this plugin right here, this thing, the Loudness Penalty Analyzer, is by far the most important plugin that you need to have for mastering in 2020. This will ensure that your mixes sound right when they come out of the computer, right? Of course, you're still going to have some EQing things that you might hear a little bit differently. But in general, as soon as I started using this plugin and then putting my mixes up, for Music Monday, everything sounded right to me coming back off of YouTube. So it was like, oh, I can't believe I hadn't figured this out earlier. I couldn't believe I didn't learn about it earlier, but these things take time. And now I can share it with you guys because it is absolutely vital. If you're going to buy one plugin this weekend, get this, especially if you're somebody who is releasing music online and you're trying to master your songs so they do sound, right, and have the same volume across, all the songs on YouTube. This is what people are using, and this is what you should use. This is what I use. This is what Vitze at White Sea Studio uses. This is becoming an industry standard plugin that everybody who masters music is using. So again, totally unsponsored. I bought this with my own money and I love it, love it, love it. It doesn't make anything sound better or anything like that, but it gives you a real accurate figure to work with when you're trying to master songs for the internet. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Just remember, the loudness wars are over. You don't want your songs to be extra loud. It kills your dynamics. It kills all sorts of things about your mix, and just, it doesn't sound right anymore. That was a fad, sort of from the early 90s up until, let's say, like 2010 to 2015. Sort of the last big heyday of, CD format music. Those 2 decades, that little period there. A lot of people were still making CDs, buying CDs. And these days have changed, right? Times have changed. We listen to music on the internet now. It is what it is. But if you want your listeners to hear the mixes the way you hear them, use this thing. I don't want to say it anymore. That's it. Have a great day. I will talk to you very soon, I hope. And I got to get back to my Music Monday song. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace and love.